All right, guys. Hey, welcome to our Sunday night power plan. I'm just proud we have as many people on as we do because I know it's the NFL playoff games. I was just watching that crazy one, and my husband's out there watching the other one. So thank you for being here. Tonight we're going to get our week ahead planned out, and we're going to do a little bit more batching content because as we've done the last couple of weeks, and it's worked out really well for me. So hopefully it's working out really well for you. I don't know if it's winter or what, but if I don't batch my ideas, I literally get stuck. Like I'm just not as creative right now. I think maybe it's not winter. I'm just distracted. I'm having fun doing other things, I guess. So anyway, it's really important for me to write all this stuff down so that I can stay like on pace for what we need to be doing. So before we dive into this upcoming week, what we're going to do first is get out a secondary device. If you have it, we're going to do our rate of run for the month so far. So you're going to get logged into your cloud. Sorry, I can't see crap anymore without these things. Okay, logging in slowly, but we're logging in. All right. So there on the very first page, you're going to look for where it says business snapshot. Click the arrow so it drops down the whole menu. And then under qualifications, you're going to take what says current QV. And you're going to divide the current QV by 23 because today is the 23rd day of the month. So now you're going to be looking at a much smaller number. That number is the daily average that you and your team have done. So now you're going to take that lower number and multiply it by 31 because we have 31 days. So if you and your team keep going at the pace that you've been going through the end of the month, you are now looking at what you are on track to hit. I don't know about all of you, but our team is not on track for our normal dollar amount. We are very, very low. So I know part of that is the time of the year after Christmas and yada, yada, yada. But what I also know is that when I see the activity of what people are posting and sharing and running promos and doing their messages and putting people in three-way chats, when I see that activity, I know that that activity does not always match up to the dollar amount that I see. So if you are looking at your volume and you're like, holy crap, I'm nowhere where I need to be. If you can also look at your activity and see that you've got three-way chats going, that you've maybe done a Facebook Live, that you've been staying consistent on your posts, that you're doing your daily reach outs, that is okay because this is the time when that activity will come to flourish later on. So I think the hard part is when your volume isn't where you want it to be, to stay motivated to be in to continue. So just make sure that regardless of where your numbers are, that you keep up with the daily activity. And that's why we get together every Sunday to plan this out. Now, and I do want to throw out really quickly, in addition to this Sunday night plan, in case you guys aren't sure, or maybe you're new and you're watching this on the replay, there are daily planning sessions on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think, right? Those are the 4 days. So if you can't always hit the Sunday one or and I actually have trouble getting on the weekday ones, but I like to go back and watch them on YouTube. So there's plenty of opportunities for you to have the help, the hand holding that you might need. You just have to find it. So what we're going to do tonight to get ready for this upcoming week, I want to talk really quickly. If you were to log back into your cloud, the first thing that's going to pop up for you is that 50% commission boost. We're running out of time for that already. So it's from the 17th through the 23rd. Oh, that ends today. I was thinking we had until tomorrow. Dang it. Okay, so it ends today. So if you are still working on that, just know you have until midnight tonight. Like you still have some time left on that. So that was based off of your PPA volume and your new accounts. Like when it says new accounts, for those of you that might be new, that doesn't mean an order. That just means people who have actually signed up, like didn't sign up their email and all that jazz. So obviously keep your eye on that through the end of the day. But then moving forward, we want to focus on what's left for the week. And honestly, you guys, what's left for this week plus 2 days is going to be through the end of the month. So tonight we're obviously on our power plan. Tomorrow we have the Monday Lunch and Grow. And I'm only mentioning it because I'm the speaker tomorrow. So I actually have it on my calendar for sure. That's at 11:45 or 12:45 Eastern. And then moving on to Tuesday, we have an auto ship. So we're going to go through right now and we're going to find out who our auto shippers are for the 25th so that we can make sure we contact them if we haven't already. I know that we wrote their names down last week when we were together, but just in case you weren't with us or just in case you didn't write those names down, what you're going to do is get logged back into your cloud, unless you're already still in there. I get kicked out every time I close my phone. You're going to go up into the menu. So you get all the, like the home, the my settings, the my orders. You're going to get into that menu and you're going to click the my team button and then the my customer button at the, oh, I have a new customer. Interesting. I do not know that person. Okay. Anyway, where it says customer name, email, location, things like that. You're going to scroll all the way to the right where it says next auto ship and click that twice. And I want you to go in and identify anybody that says 1/25/2022, January 25th. So that is going to be this Tuesday. And if you see anybody with that date in their column, you need to contact them today, tonight, tomorrow, like first thing as soon as you can, to let them know they have an auto ship. Now, remember, my preferred method is to have already started a conversation with them a few days ago, or at least start a conversation with them tonight so that you can slowly ease into the, hey, you know, based on what we were talking about, I feel like your auto ship that's coming out Tuesday, maybe we should change up the flavor, or we should add black label, or we should, you know, whatever. But again, if you haven't done that, or maybe it's, I do have a couple of people who like order, but they don't really talk a lot. So maybe it's someone like that. And it's just, hey, I just wanted to make sure and let you know that, you know, we've got a new flavor you could try. And maybe just throw out a suggestion. You know, we have brownie that they could try. We have salted caramel if they haven't tried it yet. You could always be throwing out a suggestion for a different DFT for someone to try if they've been on it for a while. But get that conversation started so that A, they know that there are fun things they can do with their auto ship, as in try new things. And B, so they know their auto ship is coming out so that no one gets hit with a charge on Tuesday that they're not prepared for. And so the other thing that I like to do, this, I do it in the last week of the month. So it's, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get back into your menu where you go to the My Team button and back to the My Customers. This time you're going to scroll over to where it says last auto ship. So not next auto ship, but last auto ship. And you're going to click that twice. Oh, why didn't I pull up weird? Hold the phone. Okay, normally it puts it in, I don't know why, but my phone, anyway, normally it puts it in by numerical. You know what? Let's do it a different way. Go over to where it says last order and click that twice. So you'll be able to now see who has ordered in the month of January. So anybody, so you're gonna, I'm going to scroll down to where I get to like my December order. So I'm going to take everybody that's ordered in January. I am going to go, oh snap, I don't know what my phone is doing. I'm just going to pretend like I'm on it. So I'm going to take all the names of the people who ordered in January and I'm going to write them down, because is fudge brownie an option yet for auto ship? That's a great question, Sonia. I don't know the answer. If anybody could look, my phone's having a thing. Sonia says she, or Sandra says she doesn't think so. But so you're going to write down all the names of the people who ordered in the month of January. And granted, we still have some time left, but I would go ahead and start getting the thank you cards written out. You guys, you can get thank you cards dirt cheap at like Hobby Lobby. You can get like big boxes of 50. You can order them on Amazon. You can pick them up at the dollar store. Even if you have nothing to your name, but a stamp and an ink pen, you can write a thank you letter to someone. And it doesn't have to be anything amazing. Just be like, thank you so much for being a loyal auto shipper. Thank you so much for, maybe they're a new customer. Thank you so much for supporting my business. I hope that we can work through your health goals together. You know, whatever it is that you want to say thank you to that person for, even if you just thanked them last month, thank them again. Every single order that someone gives you is so important. Customer service is at an all-time low in life right now. So be the one that stands out for them. You being appreciative and supportive of them could mean the difference between them ordering or not. I know that if I have money to spend and I look back at like, well, I bought from this person before, but they never really thanked me. They never really said anything. Or when I had that question, they weren't very helpful. I'm not really going to throw money their way again. But if I'm like, oh yeah, I do need that stuff. And she was so amazing the last time. Awesome. And for those of you that might have something extra laying around the house that you could pop in that thank you card, DFTs mail super easy because obviously they're just really thin. You could just pull off one or two, put them in the thank you card. You can mail out Blast, Cafe. I mean, anything. You can mail anything technically, but I always try to think of like things that mail easily in a little card. But if you have extra stuff like that too, it makes a big difference. I always tell the story, and it's so true because it just happened again not that long ago. But my sister loves those fingernail stickers, like not like the little kid ones, but the real ones. And every time she orders, the girl she orders from throws in 3 or 4 random, they don't match anything that she already has, or just 3 or 4 random fingernail stickers. And my sister loses her mind. She just thinks it is the most amazing thing that this girl sends her something free. And it's usually something fun and different, something that she would not have purchased on her own. So she gets to try it. So same thing. How many of you, when you were first starting as a thriving customer, you were so focused on the fact that you were already spending money on the 1, 2, 3, and you wanted to feel better, you were not about to order Activate or Cafe or Black. You weren't about to order any of that stuff, right? Because we weren't going to dedicate money to it yet. So if someone sent you just even one packet of it to try, how fun is that? So keep that in mind. And I feel like at the beginning of the month, we're so focused on getting the month started and get going. I like to start doing my thank yous at the end of the month. Granted, I still have a whole week and plus that I can get people to be ordering. So obviously I'm going to remember their names to add them to my list, but the people who've already ordered this month, I can go ahead and do their thank yous now. Like we can knock that off of the list. Okay, so moving forward for this week, like I said, we've been doing some batch content the last couple of weeks, and I want you guys to think the same thing. If you are enjoying doing like the themes, the makeover Mondays, the testimonial Tuesdays, that kind of thing, carry forward with that. And if you're like, I'm new and I don't know what she's talking about, you can go to YouTube and watch the last two weeks Sundays videos, because we went in detail about that. But something that I saw in a different batching video, and I like this idea, especially because I know a lot of us do this at the beginning of the year. If you have like a word of the year, or maybe you do a word of the week, or maybe you do a scripture of the week, or you do like a motivation of the week, whatever it is that you do that is important to you, you can now take that and turn that into your theme for the week for all your posts. So, we're always trying to educate, inspire, and entertain. So let's say, I'm just going to flip my little calendar to tomorrow, because that would be the first of the week, right? And it's not really a scripture. So it says, how do we become empowered? Wow. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. There's my thing. It says, this is a big topic to tackle. We won't ever fully understand all the ways God empowers us, but we can learn a lot about empowerment from the Bible. So I'm just going to run with it. So based on that, so that was just random, but that's what happened. I'm going to use the word empowered for this week. So on Monday, if I'm doing a makeover Monday, I'm going to focus it on being an empowered makeover Monday. So remember, that makeover doesn't have to be a before and after weight loss thing from Thrive. It could be an empowered thing from Thrive. I know women and men, but for sure a handful of women that had never been on an airplane in their life until they took the leap to go to Thrive Palooza. And they were so empowered from that decision in that moment where they're like, oh my gosh, I traveled without my husband or my parents. Like I was on a plane for the first time. That's an empowered thing that somebody gets. That's a before and after. That's a makeover in that process. Testimonial Tuesday, it could be your testimony, it could be a customer's testimony, but how many of you have, you yourself, or you have customers who through using Thrive and getting their health back have empowered themselves? I know me, myself, it's getting off of the couch and getting back into my life. That was empowering right there. And Thrive opened up so many doors for me that helped empower me. So you see where I'm going with that. So then like Wellness Wednesday could be about empowerment. Thankful Thursday, I could be thankful for being empowered. Flex Friday, hello, we're flexing. That's empowered, right? So think about, yes, it's keeping my brain thinking. Oh, good. Think about how you want to attack this week. And then we're going to do that. So it's 7:14. So I'm going to spend the next, we're just going to go to 7, well, now it's 7:15. We're going to go to 7:20. We're going to need 5 minutes. So either think of a word or remember to refer back to your list of 5s. Mine is dog mom, wife, small business owner, garden, travel, obsessed. I don't know what your 5 are, but hopefully you know. And I want you to go into either Google or Pinterest. And like right now, I'm going to go into Google and I'm just going to type in empowered quotes. And I'm going to go to images. And so now you'll see, well, maybe you'll see my phone is nothing but empowered quotes. So I can use these quotes. I can download the photo and just share the quote. I can put the quote with a picture. I can use the quote to jump off as a starting point for me to start actually writing a post of some kind. So I want you to either take your word or your theme and start writing some things down. I know for me, I just do a lot of screenshots and downloads because it's in my phone and then it's ready. So I'm going to be quiet for the next 4 minutes because then I talked an extra and we'll go from there. I am loving my empowered quotes that I'm coming across. These are so good. If anybody wants, you can unmute or you can type in the chat. Like, what are you looking for a word? Are you doing the daily themes? Like, what are you doing this week?
I came up with some different theme ideas for the week each day. And so I'm going to take those for this week. And then I will do my word and go with that for probably the following week. But I can go ahead and start batching since, I mean, like whenever I was on here, but I wasn't on here, I was taking care of some business and an idea came to me. Oh. And so that's already come up with and done. Huh?
That's already marinating in your mind.
Oh yeah, it's beyond marinated. I've already got my picture and everything.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah. But I love all these different ideas.
Yeah, I like the whole batching on Sunday. It just helps me go about my week. So we're gonna do 2 more minutes of looking for your pictures, your quotes, your, you know, whatever it is. And I know like I said, for me, I just usually download or screenshot and save it on my phone. And then that's enough to trigger my mind. Some of you, if you want, grab a sheet of paper and write down, okay, Monday, Makeover Monday, I'm doing a da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to talk about being travel obsessed and how my bucket list was this big and now it's this big because I've gone places. That could be a Makeover Monday. So, or, you know, start jotting things down so that you have a plan. I feel like empowerment should be my word all the time. Like I feel jazzed just reading all this stuff. Okay. All right. So you guys have that idea. Just because we only had 5 minutes here together, obviously keep using all the time you need. But I want to also talk about a lot of times we're talking about our posts that we're making. And I have failed to include in our power plannings in the last couple of weeks. If you guys aren't making reels or TikToks, whatever you want to call them, whether you're doing them on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, you're missing the boat. So something I think is also important, to me, TikTok was very overwhelming the first time I got on there because you could literally make a TikTok about anything or nothing at all, and it's still somehow funny and spreads, right? So I think it's really important to have an idea of what it is you want to share with people. Now, keep in mind, if you make reels or TikToks about nothing but network marketing, that's not a horrible thing, but just know that that's probably going to show up mostly for network marketers. So if you're trying to bring network marketers from other companies into your team, then I think that's probably a great plan. But if you are doing your reels so that like-minded people can find you or people who need your help can find you, you've got to make sure you're making your reels about those things that they're looking for. So I'll just do it right now. So what I like to do is go onto Instagram, and I like to go into the little magnifying the search bar, and I'll type in empowered women, empowered women, and I'm going to search that. And so there's a hashtag 1.4 million posts on empowered women. I'm going to click on that. And so it's going to pop up and it's going to show me all of the posts, whether they're actual posts or real, they're going to pop up. And so right away I'm seeing, what's wrong way? Right away, one of the first things is popping up is, everything's backwards, is a reel. So if I click on that reel, or I scroll through until I find more reels, or maybe I click on a post and that post would inspire me to make a reel. But the reason I like to click on the reel is because I may want to use that audio. So she says, this is the one, even if you can't be ready for the day, it can always be night, blah, blah, blah. So let's say I'm like, oh, that's what I want. That's the audio I want. Or I'm going to redo the same reel she did, just my version. I can actually go down to where the song is. I can click on it and I can say, use that audio, and I can start my reel, or I could at least, go back to that, click the button and hit save. And so now I can go through and I could save 6 to 10 reels that I'm like, oh, I could remake those towards me, towards my business, towards my goals. And then I can just save them. And then tomorrow when I've washed my hair, because I haven't today, I could have them all saved and ready to go. So let's spend the next couple minutes going through either TikTok or Facebook, or TikTok or Instagram. I would encourage you, no matter where you're making them, I would either make them in TikTok and then strip the watermark off and share them down, or make them in Instagram, strip off the watermark and share them through Facebook and like back and forth. You don't have to remake them every single time, just make one, but then get an app, a third-party app to pull that off. And then that way you're not spending all day long making different things for different platforms when it's really just the same item. So take your word, take your thought. So let's say that some of you are tomorrow are going to do, let's move it Monday. So let's go into the search bar and type in move it Monday. And I'm in the search on Instagram again, and it's pulling up all these different posts and reels. And here's a reel right here where it's called hashtag move it Monday, grab a friend and let's dance. And it's these 3 people and they're just dancing. This would be hilarious to do with your friends. Please tell me about that stripping thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, Court. So everyone, when you make your TikTok in TikTok, it has the little TikTok and your username. That's a watermark. So when you go to share that into Instagram now, it no longer seems original because it's watermarked. Same with Facebook. So you can just go into your app store. I don't know what Apple calls it. Ours is just called Play Store or something like that. I don't know. Shoot. Okay, mine's called Play Store. So I just go into the search and I say watermark remover. Now, you may want to get specific. You may want to say TikTok watermark remover. You may want to say Instagram watermark remover, but there's several to pick from. I just usually go through and read the reviews and see if people are like, this one worked great or this one jammed my phone up. Mine is called repot or repost. Repot? I think it's repost tick is what she's trying to say. So there's lots of different ones. But basically what you'll do is you'll make your TikTok, then you'll go into that third-party app and you'll copy the link. Like so make your TikTok and then go into the menu and copy the link for that TikTok, like how when you're going to send it to your friends, but copy that link and then you're going to paste it in that third-party app. It's going to clean the watermark off and save a clean version of that to your phone. So now you have a clean version that you can save to, and that you can post into Instagram and into Facebook Reels. So it will appear fresh to those platforms. I hope it makes sense. And so same thing, if you make it an Instagram, just look for an Instagram watermark. Mind blown. Well, I am so happy that you were here tonight. And I don't know, like I have seen things where they're like, oh, if you just copy your TikTok and paste it in Instagram, they won't play it as much. The algorithm won't accept it. And I do think that's possible. But at the same time, if you have a big enough following, I have seen people with big enough followings that they just post whatever and Instagram shows it anyway. So, but it's just nice to kind of clean it up. Like every now and then, I think it's fun to slip one through because like if I saw one of your Instagrams, Courtney, one of your funny ones, and I saw your TikTok name, I would probably go search you on TikTok because I would just assume that you're hilarious on TikTok. But anyway, that's how you do that. It's just a third-party app. It just cleans it up for you. And then that way too, if you don't want to, if you do one on Monday and you don't want to share that one on Monday and TikTok and on Instagram and Facebook, you can just save that clean copy and you could post it on Tuesday or Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's how you do it. It's a third-party machine. Okay. So let's just go real quick over, I'm going to read to you guys my daily IPAs. I know I've shared this before. I'm going to share it again. My IPAs, income producing activities, are not your IPAs. Okay. I'm not giving you this list because I'm like, oh, you got to go do this. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that I have a sheet next to my computer, literally sits there and stares at me all day. So if I start shopping on Amazon or I start goofing off on the Instagram, I look over and there it is looking at me. And it's like, hey, girl, you haven't crossed this off today. So on my IPAs, I have 30 minutes of either meditation, mindset, or IAMs. Easy, right? Like that makes sense. Like I'm either going to have 30 minutes of meditation time, or I'm going to work on my mindset. That could be through reading a book. That could be through listening to a Zoom, listening to a book, something like that. And then either in the IAM. So IAMs, you, let's say you're running behind, or let's say you're new to IAMs and you're like, I don't get it. And this is kind of hard. If you go to YouTube and you type in IAMs, it'll pop up different videos where it's just, it's not like you don't need the video, like you need to watch it kind of thing. It'll just be pretty pictures, but this person will go over IAMs. So it could be like IAMs for abundance, or IAMs for health, or IAMs for business. And you can literally just play those like while you're in the shower or doing laundry or whatever. And they just start to get ingrained to where you start to say in them. And a lot of those, they'll be like, I am blank. And then they'll give a pause before they do the next one. So in that pause is when you can say it out loud. Like you can repeat what you just heard out loud. So if you're new at IAMs, or maybe you're, I don't know, have you ever just been like, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock and I've done nothing for myself today and I've got to go XYZ, you can just turn that on really quick and listen to it, doing whatever you're doing. Maybe you're driving, whatever. So anyway, 30 minutes of that. 30 reach outs for me, that's in Messenger. 20 conscious comments. And that's, I still have it on my list that way, but it could also be the where we 3, 2, 1 someone, where we like 3 pictures, comment on 2 and send them a message. 10 new friends or followers. You guys, you've got to constantly be adding people. And if it's so weird, I know how important this is, but I swear to you, if this one was not on my list, I would not do it. I don't know why, but I just wouldn't do it. I don't know why. Maybe I should talk to a therapist about that. It beats the hell out of me. But unless it was written down there, I would not be purposely clicking add friend, add friend, add friend, or follow. Like I don't know. I guess I just think people are going to find me if they like me, but that's not how it works. 3 to 5 social media stories, 1 to 3 social media posts, 1 customer group post, 1 dream team post. That's my team, but maybe you have a team chat or a team page yourself. Follow-ups, group chats, follow-up group chats and birthdays. Wow, my handwriting's bad. My weekly IPA, so that's daily. That's my daily to-do list. And it's not really a lot if you think about it for how much money we can make in this business. That's all I got to do. And then my weekly IPAs are my power planning Zoom, which is happening right now. Check. I have a Zoom with my team every week. That'll be tomorrow. Check. An opportunity post or story. I don't post openly about the business a lot consistently because I don't want to turn into like an advertisement. You will see if you go through my page, you'll see there are times where I will post more about it, as in like right now, because I'm actively recruiting for a new team. But I put that on my list to make sure that at least I have at least one every week. And then I call it a black leg promo. So for those of you that maybe have bigger teams where you start to get unbalanced, where one side's doing more than another, you can look at the leg that needs help and throw a promo or something out to them. Anyway, those are mine, not yours, but just an idea. But what I would encourage you to take from this is to have yours written down. I started with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet like most people did. And we all just had that big training last, I don't know, Thursday, whatever day that was. And that's a great place to start if you're new. But if you've been in this a while, I would encourage you to take that list and make your list, like what you know you need to do to build the business that you want to build. Because some people are in this for the long haul and for the big win, right? And then some people are in this just because they love Thrive and they want to be able to share it with a few people, and it's kind of fun to make a little paycheck every now and then. So depending on where you are, is your list will reflect that. So anyway, with that, you got an auto ship coming up. We've got the last week of the month. I would highly encourage you to be getting your thank yous out there. Definitely be working on your batch content. Just because this Zoom is going to end doesn't mean that you have to stop working tonight. It's 7:30 here in Ohio. You have plenty of time. And for those of you still pushing for the 50% bonus, it's only 7:30. You got time. All right. If you need anything, let me know, and I will share this on the YouTube. Bye.